Well, hello everyone, and I need to just adjust my camera just a tiny bit. Okay, that wasn't there in this live stream. Hello everyone. If you're hearing this music, should give you a pretty big hint as to what is coming this month. But let's start going over it. We're basically going to just be recapping the live stream tonight. And what a live stream! What the hell? Normally it's a little bit more disappointing, but hey, here we are. Maybe that's not a bad thing. Anyway, so we now know that our big update is coming out on the 31st. And, well, we already knew that, basically. But what is coming? First of all, if you'll notice this is the mixer system. The mixer system is basically a way to trade in 100% Trustmaster units for coins, which can then be exchanged for different items. Now, I'm just going to say this right now. I'm getting the bad news out of the way first, and I definitely think this is the worst part, because the exchange rates are not that super. 500 coins for a 5-star, which, if you're not trading in basic Ramza, basic Delita, or CG Jake, that one's for you, Evil Laughter, then this isn't a great deal at all. As a matter of fact, I would say that the 500 coin trade-in is just not that valuable. Killing a potential 7-star unit is just not worth the coins most of the time, especially if you don't have that many 5 stars to begin with. So, for most people, you'll probably be trading in 4-star or 3-star 100% master, because as we found out tonight, pretty much all trials going forward are being designed with full 7-star teams in mind, meaning that 4 stars have now officially entered into the category of TMR fodder. Not sure how I feel about that, but there you go. Anyway, 200 coins and 100 coins for 3 stars respectively. Now what we did find out is, and we kind of knew this already, raid units, friend point units, and surprisingly, EX point units, basically Lorraine and Medina, cannot be exchanged for coins. So, Super Whales, I guess you're not getting that from this. Anyway, long story short, those are the units that you can get coins from and what you can't. Now, the list of rewards will be changed or refreshed every 3 months. What is interesting is some of the things that are listed on here. First of all, it should be noted that a Trust Moogle empty container is available on the list. There's only one of them, and we found out that it will be worth a total of 10,000 coins. Holy shit. No. This is 100% not worth it. This is not 100. This is 100% not worth rushing down. Here's the thing. The only potential good thing about this is that in the future it may make that special week in Arena cost less lapis in general to get into the top 300. Maybe a little bit, because now we can get them from this way. But in general, I would say that it's still a really shitty deal. Other than that, there are 3 5-star UOC tickets available at 5,000 trust coins a piece. That's 1,500 total. Again, probably the most valuable thing on this list, but I would still say not that great. Now, the interesting thing that was posted was that we will be getting 7-star awakening materials for limited time units, where basically if you don't get that second copy of Ellie, Satan, or some other limited time unit, good news, you may be able to get a 7-star through this way. Now, you do need to have the unit beforehand, and these still cost 5,000 trust coins, so you really got to think about what you're spending on, but it is potentially good for limited time screwed people. Well, they're not screwed for a limited time, but limited time unit people who are screwed. Anyway. You can also get other things like cactars or the highest level stat pots for various amounts of coins, but probably not worth it, seeing how we get a fair decent number of stat pots and we're getting more arena coins than we potentially know what to do with, so Anyway. So I would say that the mixer system ended up being the most disappointing thing from this live stream. Nothing about it seems valuable for anyone below the category of super whale at this point. So look at it potentially as a long-term investment. But since our unit boxes are also going to be getting cleaned out really soon, you probably don't even need the space that much. So this is kind of just a weirdly timed update, which does remind me. With the update, we will see, besides the mixer system, we will see a unit box split, where enhancement units will get their own box of 1,500 units. Oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. 1,500 units is tons of space, will give you lots of space. And yeah, unit space shouldn't be a problem ever again, in theory. We'll also see our usual story update, Season 2, Chapter 6, Part 1. It should be noted that there is no summon this month. There goes that prediction down the pooper. And interestingly, why is it not in the... Why is the notice not posted yet? This will be available on the 31st. Whatever. Alum's drunk. Anyway. As it turns out, we will be seeing an extreme version of a trial, Gilgamesh Ultimate. Now, Gilgamesh is designed for a full 7-star party, so it will be a difficult one. But the reward, remember I was complaining about rewards last month on pretty much every live stream about trials? This one is worth it. It is a Muramasa Katana FFBE. Attack 172, equipping gives 75% bird killer, 50% man killer. That's pretty much at Satan's super TMR level. Thumbs up. That even deserves a round of applause. Probably incredibly difficult, but hey, if the rewards are worth it, I'm okay with it. And Gilgamesh was an interesting trial back in the day, so I'm kind of hoping that it is still an interesting trial now. Either way, should be a good way to prove for 7-star teams. Now, before we go into this, I want to talk about some other things that were mentioned in stream. First of all, they are planning a special rainbow rate banner. This is not a permanent increase. This will not be available on any Mog Kings or CG banners. This is a test banner. So basically, for one banner, there will be a 5% rainbow rate. Now, Alum is testing this to see how good it is, and I would not spend Lapis maybe on this one, but tickets might be pretty decent on this banner. Anyway, it is planned as a limited time thing for the month of June, and it will have its own banner with certain 5-star characters available as pickup. Basically meaning you can't get any 5-star, only the specific 5 stars from Rainbow Drops. The pickup includes, though, Cloud, Sephiroth, Squall, Tidus, Yuna, CG Fina, CG Sakura, CG Hayu, Awakened Rain, and CG Reagan. 10 really good units. 10 units that I potentially wouldn't mind getting another of. Especially CG Sakura, Cloud, Hayu, or Reagan, because I'm pretty close to super TMRs or 7 stars. Might be interesting. Might be really interesting. If you're wondering about it, the 5-star... interesting. The last time we saw a rainbow rate this big was back during the Sephiroth banner about a year ago, and that was really, really, really good, so... This might be actually really good. We'll see, you guys. Now, here are the other things. First of all, the Mog King. And this is the most excited I might have been for a long time in a banner. Because, yeah, CG Ignacio was cool, but we got something different this time. So, Final Fantasy Tactics returns. That's right, you guys. We're getting a Final Fantasy Tactics banners, and the units sound amazing. First of all, I believe it is, oh god, Fabios is going to kill me for this. Control Unit 8, I think it was, or something like that. Control Unit 8 is our 3 to 5 star. He is a TMR, minus 20% attack, but increases defense and spirit by 30%. Potentially really good for characters like Bosch or any tank unit that is not focused on doing damage. But the interesting thing is he's described as a magic liquid metal slime. Liquid metal slime is forever just one of the coolest units. So a magic liquid metal slime, this guy might be really good with a lot of magic or elemental resistance. I'm very curious about him. Next up is Riez. Riez has a TMR, which is a materia 40% up to magic, fire, ice, thunder resistance at 30%. So basically a better version of Black Waltz's TMR. Okay, super fine. She is described as a magic attacker with easy to chain with. So possibly Belgiumine again. By me, Belgiumine was an amazing 4-star last month. That was great for new accounts, so this is really great for new accounts this month. Next up, though, is our 5 stars, and let me tell you, this next guy I'm super excited for. And he is Beowulf. That's right. I'm pretty sure just one of the most popular characters in Tactics history. Beowulf is super cool. TMR, materia, HP and MP 20%, attack plus 40%. Decent. Super TMR, great sword, 168 attack, 127 magic. That's potentially really, really big for a whole bunch of reasons. One, he is a hybrid attacker, so that's just an amazing weapon for him. But as it turns out, guess what? That could be actually really good on another hybrid attacker who got some amazing enhancements that nobody has ever really appreciated that much. That's right, this Super TMR just might be amazing for Beatrix, and that's kind of exciting, you guys. Either way, his limit burst is a single target attack, 2200% attack and magic damage, so that's very, very high percentage in general. It is a hybrid attack, so I'm interested. But the big thing is that it is an all stats debuff of 74%. Now, in the live stream, there was something mentioned that his debuffs decrease over time. But a full break on a damage dealer that does 74% all stats, CG Lid and Orin might have some really strong competition with this guy. He is also described as a support unit and a hybrid attacker, which is an interesting combination. Orin was basically a chainer debuffer. So a support unit and a hybrid attacker, I am kind of a big fan of hybrid units, so I might just need to get my hands on, a Beowulf or two. Yeah, I really might need to. Anyway, we'll see what his percentages are. But the last piece of information about Beowulf has me the most excited, which is he will have the highest debuffs available in the game via his cooldown ability. Yeah. Let's go. Anyway, long story short, having the highest debuffs, even on a cooldown ability, we'll have to see what it looks like, but might be, with his limit burst doing as big of a debuff as it does, he might just be really, really important. Beowulf could have a spot in a lot of different parties because he can be an attacker as well as a support unit as well as a debuffer. So that might make some Orin fans pissed, but hey, if you're an Orin fan, you're probably just using Orin anyway. And our last character is Ultima, basically the big final boss from Final Fantasy Tactics. So not God Kefka, but come on you guys, that's pretty close. Tactics came out, somewhat close to Final Fantasy VI. I'm counting it as a win. Anyway, TMR, magic plus 30% for each 4 equipped with a hat and a robe, 60% magic on a basic TMR. Yeah, Ultima's going to be good. Super TMR, a dagger with 98 attack, 167 magic, that when equipped increases any ability with Ultima in its name. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Potentially in the future, if we see attacks like Ultima Blow or on new units, this dagger could be really good. Limit Burst is an AoE 850% damage, ignoring 50% spirit. Okay. But the big thing about her Limit Burst is she gains quad casting for 3 turns. Oh yes, but it gets even better. She is a magic attacker, but more importantly, the only thing that matters here, she is described as being able to chain with Ellie and Transterra. The 2 strongest magic damage dealers in the game. She has quad casting for 3 turns with her Limit Burst, and she can chain with just these 2. Oh my god. Ultima and Beowulf, amazing. Riez and even the 3-star, potentially amazing. This may be the best Mog King we've seen in a long time. I will also say that there was mention that there will be a step-up banner, so great. I'm probably going for it. I'm just potentially going for it. Because I like Tactics more than I like Final Fantasy X, and I skipped last month, so yeah, okay. Next up, should be noted, it is a Mog King event, but there will be an extra UOC, so we can get 3 this month. Hey, that's good news. And for logging in every day in June, you will get an extra 3,000 Lapis. So, plus the story, plus this, hey, you're going to be making quite a bit of Lapis this month. Now, the last few things here that should be noted is the fact that, one, the PC version was shown off. The PC version can share data between mobile and PC. No need to re-log in when switching between mobile and PC. Lapis won't transfer over, so basically it's like going from Android to iOS. Your Lapis stays with that. You can click mouse or use keyboard inputs, meaning that chaining will be the easiest thing ever because a character's input will be assigned to a letter. So if you have a Lunera under W and a Lunera under S, just hit the W and S and they will pretty much perfectly chain. BlueStacks is getting uninstalled as soon as this thing comes out. You can also use the arrow keys as well as ASDW for map exploration movement, so that's a big thing. Pre-registration is available, it uses the AND app, and is released TBA, but it looked pretty well done in the live stream, so I would expect it potentially maybe in July, I think. Now, the last 2 pieces of information. First of all, starting with Gilgamesh Ultimate, they are looking on making the difficulty spike in Trials, which kind of makes sense. Even I could burst down the Dark Espers. So basically, expect all Trials going forward to be much more difficult, designed for 7-star only parties. So cheers to that. I have no drink left, but cheers to that. And the last piece of information we need to dim. Because, as it turns out, there was a sad piece of news tonight. Probably what you would consider a icy dagger in the heart of all fans just everywhere. So I would like to have a moment of, kind of, I guess, sorrow. And I need to cue up just a little bit of music for this one. This music actually does kind of get me just a little bit sad. Because as it turns out, tonight we had the dreams of a fan base crushed. A moment of silence for the Chrono Trigger collaboration. For everyone who is waiting for Chrono Trigger, apparently about future collaborations, Chrono Trigger probably won't ever happen. They basically blame licensing, but this sucks. There's no two ways about it. This is basically a killing blow to the dream of Chrono Trigger fans. Me, personally, I'm not the biggest Chrono Trigger fan. I'm also not the biggest fan of Xenogears either, but I was pretty happy when the fans got that and got Satan and Faye and Ellie and all of that, regardless of how good the units were. To hear that a major Square Enix franchise will basically never see its way to this game, maybe it's good for you. Maybe no. But either way, for all of you guys who are waiting for Chrono Trigger, I feel really kind of shitty about having to break this news to you guys. Doesn't mean that it's 100%, it will never happen, but you just might not want to hold your breath for this one. Rip indeed. So now let's talk about the update. The update will take place over 5 hours on May 31st. Keep in mind, this is a version update. It's a huge epping update. So we will not only see the data of the brand new units, we will also see potentially extended maintenance, because this is a big one. So, and even then, some old phones may not play the game very well after this. So please be noted all of this stuff going forward into the future. Now, what else? We should be noted this is basically what's going on, or what's being added. Story, Chapter 6, Part 1, Season 2. The Trial, Gilgamesh Ultimate, 16-star difficulty. The Mixer feature. Screw yourself over by trading your old units in. A gallery function. Anyway. New trophy and emblem. So, hey, that Ring of Dominion might not be so impossible anymore. Splitting the inventory for enhancement and sellable units. So, 1,500 unit space. Thank you. New filter and sorting options for materia and gear. Thank you, materia. Oh, thank you, God, for materia sorting. Oh, beautiful. And the last and not least, I'm not entirely sure what this means, but stop and charm values now stack additively. So are we going to start seeing materia and equipment that has stop and charm resistance? Hey, Volta might be just amazing. Maybe. A man can dream. But the long story short of this is a big update, so potentially expect extended maintenance. We always hope that there won't be, but there very much could be. As for me, I will not be live streaming Brave Exvius on Wednesday, but I will be doing a special stream on Thursday for the brand new update and getting right, because probably the Tactics banner will start at midnight, as they do now. And I will be pulling on the Tactics banner, pretty much regardless, because I like Beowulf and Ultima. There's nothing that doesn't sound appealing about those two characters, even before the data. So, I will be doing a special, probably 3 or 4 hour live stream on Twitch for the leading into the Tactics stuff. So, if you're interested, come join. Should be fun. If nothing else, then just discussing all of the data and doing some polls, because somebody's looking for vengeance. Anyway, you guys, hope you're as excited as I am. I will see you next time. Hey, the music's ending right on time.